What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is another episode of Minecraft. I'm your host, Kman180. Some awkward camera angling, and yeah, we've been doing some work off camera, and so I have built this bridge, the stairway into our courtyard here. We still need to dress up these corners so that they're not as not as ugly, and you don't feel as sunken. I mean, it's gonna feel sunken because everything's above it, right? But I definitely like the view, like looking in, except for these corners. Of course, we also have to dress up the inside of our bases, and we'll still dig this one out. And what are you doing up there? Yeah, it's probably the safest route. Go back and back up. Yep. Actually, I'm not sure it can go back up. Yep, no, it's stuck there forever. In a recent video, it was called out by someone that I have full armor with an elytra on. And the reason for this is because I'm using some vanilla tweaks data packs. And so I will take a moment and discuss the ones that we're gonna see more obviously, and the ones that I actually know that I can talk about versus the ones that I forgot I even added. So the first one that I'm surprised no one has actually called out is the background. I don't like the bright background. I like dark backgrounds. You know, everything I use is in dark mode because I'm on the computer a lot with programming for work and other things, and so darkness, it's easier on the eyes. Second, as someone called out, armor. And the way this is done is from Vanilla Tweaks. You can put the elytra and the chest plate on top of an anvil, and then they will combine. And so you get the protection of your well, in this case, a diamond chest plate on your elytra, and so you can have full armor. I am not afraid of caves, but I ain't got no reason to die. That's just a pain. So a little extra protection never hurts. Second, we have glass here with or third. We have glass here, both stained glass and tinted glass and stained glass. The borders have been gotten rid of, and so it's just one solid piece of glass rather than being split up. And so we'll see this come more in handy when we start building larger builds like this. Next up, we have hoppers with arrows, because what redstoner doesn't like arrows with their hoppers? Then we have the sound of droppers and dispensers are quieter. That one I don't really notice as much, besides the fact that you don't hear anything. Oh, come on, there we go. So that's nice. One that I don't notice as often, though if I played more without it, I'd probably notice it more. The shield doesn't take up as much as of your screen. It's very useful to actually be able to visibly see stuff while holding the shield. And the last one I'm going to talk about is probably one that people will probably find a little bit controversial. And that's okay, because this is how I want to play Minecraft, and you don't have to play Minecraft the same way I play Minecraft. But as you may notice, I like building with wood, and a lot of people do. So the question is, how do you get all your wood? Well, one thing I hate building is a tree farm. Why do you hate building with a tree farm? Or why do you hate building a tree farm? Because they're so complicated and annoying. So instead, And one of the primary reasons I even got CurseForge, first off, because I run everything out of CurseForge, is for vein miner, but not for like stone or ores or whatever, but for trees. But the thing is that I want to use replay mod, and the replay mod and the vein miner don't work together, so we don't use vein miner anymore. We use vanilla tweaks because they have something that's exactly what I need, and it's that trees all go. It's loud, which is why I don't do it on camera that often. But yeah, it's great. It's great to be able to just chop a load of trees. Done. There's all my tree chopping. All of the leaves are gone. I don't have to sit around waiting for leaves. You know, it really speeds up the whole like, hey, I'm playing Minecraft, not waiting for paint to dry. I was going to show you that you could chop multiple trees down if they're next to each other or combined, but I apparently don't have any more bone meal for this. So yeah, those are the main vanilla tweaks. There were a couple others that I don't even remember what they do. Like there's some slab fix ones that, again, don't remember what it does. But I think it's about time we get into the actual video. So the first thing I wanted to bring up was that I added on to our storage system over here, and so it all flows in, and a observer clock that I should probably just turn off at this point, maybe. I don't know if that actually doesn't turn it off. It just turns off the droppers, so that's pointless. And let's clean this up before I forget. And so then I ended up putting wool in here because we are collecting a large amount of wool. So we have wool coming in here. We have our basic stone supplies, our granites, our diorites, our andesites. That's the third one. Gravel, stone brick, dirt, grass, stone, cobblestone, and cobbled deep slate. We also have our other deep slates over here, including another cobbled deep slate because I forgot to put it in the bulk one. And it's time to go to sleep. Hold on. W. No, I was trying to get rid of the W. I should have hit backspace, not escape. Silly Kyle. All right. We also have one person sleeping. I guess that's another one that I should say. We have one person sleeping, which is why we get this message, even though I'm normally the only person on this server, but sometimes I do play with my wife. And so when I play with my wife, I play with her, and you can't sleep as a solo. So we have the vanilla tweaks that allow us to sleep one at a time, and we always go racing off to the bed. So we do have the different blocks of where's my brain? I don't know. Deep slate. That's what I was trying to say. We have the different blocks of deep slate, and then we have some of the mud. Yeah, and then I'm using dirt to fill in the other filters so that we can run this system without selecting what's going in here. I think we're gonna put wood on this side, which is one of the things I needed to do between clips at some point, is to build the second side. I don't think you guys need to really see me build another branch, but we'll do that. And then we're going to fulfill this side of it, or we're gonna build in here as well. And then of course we're gonna build that one out too. Again, I'm probably gonna do all of that off camera, and then what you're gonna see on camera is gonna be me building at some point. I'm not saying in this episode. At some point, what you're gonna see is me building the facades over the top, right? The roofs, the walls, stuff like that. That way we don't just have this forever. And I think that basically covers the update in this area. We're gonna just throw this in here for now, I guess. We can eat the apples, yum yum. All right. Moving on over here, you saw in the time lapse. I think there's time lapse. Going crazy at this point. It's been a long week and lots of migraines this week, actually. We built some houses. So this is going to be the generic version of our house. We're going to have a bottom layer of deep slate, and anything that's beneath the bottom layer is going to also be deep slate. Then we'll have a couple rows of stone brick, depending on the height of the house. Changes how many rows of stone brick we need. And then we'll have some wool or some filler blocks. This may change throughout the city as well. Then we're going to use deep slate tile as our roofs, which is why we don't use it in our streets, so we don't get that clash of the same texture. Though from above, I love that this it doesn't blend, but it ties things back together. And so we'll need to be careful that, you know, our streets and our roofs don't blend all the time. We'll have to do some different styling and whatnot. But yeah, so we'll be able to build more houses like this, and probably I think I have 4 more buildings laid out here. 5 more? Yeah, 5 more, because I forgot this one. That we can go ahead and build. We're also expanding a wheat farm over here, so we're going to do that as well. And yeah,